I remember the sound first. The motor of the boat cutting through the waves, fading like someone closing a door between us forever. My vision was blurry, my mouth dry, my pulse slow and heavy, like I'd swallowed night itself. Sin stuck to my face. My wrist burned. I tried to stand, and then I heard her. Her voice carried across the water, bright, sharp, and cruel. "Goodbye, loser. You'll never see me again." She waved like she was tossing out garbage. My wife, my partner of 7 years, my supposed best friend. Then the boat turned, and she was gone. The shock didn't hit me all at once. It crept in slowly, like a tide rising around a sleeping man. But the betrayal that landed instantly. It punched straight through my ribs. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't seasick. I've been drugged by the woman whose laugh once felt like a blessing. People always ask how you don't see the signs. The truth, you do. You just explain them away. The late-night messages she brushed off as work. The missing money she blamed on a banking error. The sudden way she started looking at me as if I were an obligation she regretted signing up for. Still, I held on to the history, the road trips, the rainy afternoons in bed, the promises whispered in the dark. And that's exactly why her betrayal cut clean through bone. The island forced honesty on me. Hunger stripped away denial. Thirst burned away hope. Fear carved out the lies I've been telling myself for years. And when I finally came across a waterproof bag washed ashore in my bag, I found a truth neatly packed inside. A printed itinerary for a new life in another country. A bank transfer receipt draining our joint savings. And divorce papers I hadn't signed. Her signature was already there. She planned everything. Drug me, dump me, take everything, start over. She didn't want a divorce. She wanted me gone without the hassle. No loose ends. But she miscalculated one thing. I don't die quietly. A year on the island didn't break me. It forged me. I learned the paths of the animals. I built traps. I found water veins in the rocks. I cataloged every edible plant. I made a shelter that could withstand storms that roared like beasts. Every day I survived was a day she lost. And in the solitude, I sharpened the blade of my mind. I replayed every moment with her. Every lie she told, every smile she forged. Eventually, pain stopped burning. It cooled, solidified, became something harder, cleaner. Revenge wasn't emotional anymore. It was mathematical. So, when I saw the ship on the horizon, a fated freighter crawling across the sea, I already knew the exact path my life would take the moment I stepped onto its deck. People stare when a missing man walks back into the world. Reporters, lawyers, cops, they all wanted the story. I gave them pieces, enough to satisfy, not enough to interfere. But before anything else, I went home. Or rather, to what used to be my home. She wasn't there. Of course, she wasn't. She was already living her new life with him, the man she emptied our accounts for. A quick search told me everything. New condo under his name, new car under hers, photos of them smiling like they hadn't committed a crime together. They thought they'd won. But my year alone had been educational. I didn't lash out. I didn't stalk them. I didn't make threats. I planned. I documented every bank record, every transfer, every fraudulent signature, every email she thought she deleted, every GPS ping from the boat's tracker she'd lost. Her cruelty had been sloppy. Mine wouldn't be. It started quietly. Anonymous tips to the authorities. A packet of evidence delivered to his company. A carefully crafted financial audit request to the bank. 3 affidavits signed by maritime specialists confirming attempted murder. The world didn't collapse on them all at once. It buckled slowly, painfully, exactly the way I intended. His job suspended him. Her bank froze her accounts. Investigators started knocking on their door, asking questions she couldn't answer without implicating herself. Then came the leak. A video compilation perfectly edited, tracking her timeline of deceit. Her receipts, her emails, her signatures, and finally the grainy phone video I recovered from the cloud recorded by her own device of her shouting goodbye to me as I lay unconscious. I released it anonymously, but with precision. Her friends saw it. Her parents saw it. Her colleagues saw it. Her lover saw it. And the internet, well, the internet never forgets. By the time the police issued the arrest warrant, She was already a social ghost. Hated, mocked, canceled, drowning in the very isolation she once wished upon me. I didn't plan to see her again. But fate enjoys symmetry. She showed up at the police station the same morning I went in to finalize my statement. She looked smaller, hollow, like someone had scooped out her insides and left only the guilt. Her voice cracked when she whispered, "Why? Why would you do this to me?" I stepped close enough for her to see exactly what she'd created. "I didn't do anything to you," I said. "You did it to yourself. I just made sure the world saw it." She crumbled as they took her away. And for the first time since that island, I felt the wind in my lungs again. People think revenge leaves a void. They're wrong. It leaves clarity. I'm not angry anymore. I'm not broken. I'm not haunted by what she took from me, because I took something from her too. Something she never expected. Her future, her image, her comfort, her freedom. She left me to die on an island. I left her stranded in the ruins of her own choices. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to the Echo Tales channel and share your impressions of this story in the comments under the video.